Hey, I'm Shay.
I'm John.
And I'm Nick.
Welcome to It's a Work Thing podcast, where we talk about everything and nothing, and we call it work.
First thing we need to talk about today is, Nick, we weren't able to podcast last week because of your back. We literally could not come and meet because your back hurt so bad that you couldn't, and I quote, even sit.
Correct.
That was actually 2 weeks ago. So
Was
2 weeks ago, Nick's back hurt so bad. Last week, he went on vacation.
So that's right.
Oh, yeah.
We got
That's
Jesus
also true.
over here who can't sit upright on Sunday and leaves for vacation on Friday, like a state worker.
Yes. No, I was at fire conference, and for those who don't know, it's a conference about fire department. And and I went, some people may not know.
Yeah, you're right.
Got to educate people. Anyways, I went there, and literally the first thing I did was to try to force a door, so try to break a door, and broke that door open, and immediately threw out my back.
Nick, did you, at that time, already have a back injury before you started the fire training?
My lawyer said don't answer these questions.
Yeah.
Technically I was feeling better. I was healthy. I
was feeling better. Once again,
just
your
needed
timeline.
more time.
Your timeline was like literally like on a Friday you got put on bed rest, and then on like a Tuesday you're like, I'm gonna go lift.
Yeah, that's like what, 4 days?
Yeah.
That's fair. But
You don't go from bed rest to lifting in 4 days.
I'm like Adrian Peterson. I'm a miracle.
You beat your children?
No.
Oh.
But anyways, so I hurt my back. I'm in Indianapolis. The instructor there was an a-hole. He was. And then, so they like told me to go, they're like basically go lay in this little garage thing, their little shed. And they were going to have their EMS people come look at me. So I go, they get there, they check me out. Basically, since I was a pre-existing injury and didn't get hurt there, they really didn't care about me. They were just like, okay, well, if you need anything, holler. And then, like, I had to wait for the actual, like, ambulance crew to come get me. Oh, fingers. So then they came and they were like, we'll drop you off at the convention center. I'm like, okay, well, my hotel's like 4 minutes away. Can you just take me to my hotel? Because I don't know anyone. I'll just be in the middle of Indianapolis with a horrible back that I can't move. So it's not a good option. And they were like, we guess. I'm like, I literally said, I'm like, listen, if it's that big of a deal, I'll just call a freaking Uber. I was like, at this point, I was like, this is stupid.
Imagine that Uber driver. Nick just like, are you Nick? Yes.
Please help me.
But just laying on the sidewalk.
So then they basically go, and I've already texted Bree at this point. I'm like, hey, I hurt my back. And she's like, she's technically at lunch. And she's like, do I need to come now or can I come after work? And there's a 4 hour, it's not 4 hours, it's 3 hour drive to get there to where I'm at. And I'm like, no, you're fine. I was like, just get through work, and then once you're done, please come get me. And she's like, all right, let me know if it gets worse. It immediately got worse. I'm like, I can't breathe at this point. Like, I literally text her. I'm like, I'm about to just go to the ER in Indianapolis because I'm like, I'm in so much pain right now. So she's like, okay, I'm leaving now. So she literally just ran home, like, threw like one pair of jeans and like clothes in a bag for herself, and just booked it. Went to Indianapolis. So she gets there, and at this point, I'm at the hotel, and I can't even like go to the bathroom. Like, first off, just getting into my hotel room. I got all the way up to the fourth floor with the elevator, thank God. But I didn't have my room key, so I had to go all the way back down. And I am like in so much pain, where like I'm literally crying at this point because I'm in so much pain. I'm not a crier.
You should have just called the front desk from your actual phone. Just called the hotel and said, "Hey, I'm."
I don't think
here.
you knew the number.
They wouldn't answer me. I had
No, the number. He has a smartphone.
Well,
You know the number to everywhere right now.
Well, we learned yesterday it's only smart as the user.
That is true.
So, anyways, I went all the way back down there, and I was like, my back's broken, and I can't get into my hotel room. She's like, here's a key. So she gave me a key. I got into my hotel room, laid there, wait for Bree. Bree gets there, and at this point, we've already talked on the phone. She wants me to go to Tennessee now because her dad's a back specialist. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I didn't know if I could even do the drive. To be honest, I was just wanting to go home and rest, but I already had like the whole rest of the week off of work, so I'm like, well, now's the prime time for me to go because I don't have to worry about any of my work days, stuff like that. So at this point, it's now like 5 in the afternoon, and we're about to make a 7-hour drive to Tennessee. And I am in so much pain that we have to stop at a Walgreens on the random way to Tennessee and get painkillers for me that Bree's dad prescribed because I'm in so much pain.
Once they got to Kentucky, they were just like, "Oh, you want painkillers? Sure, just get them off the shelf
Yeah.
over there, bring
Yeah.
them up, it's fine."
Her dad, he's like, take 4 of them right now. So I took 4, and it did nothing for the pain. I was still, the worst part of it was I was having constant back spasms. I don't know if you guys ever had those.
I've never.
I was having constant horrible back spasms where it's basically just like my back was just like stabbing me, and like it was horrible. So we finally get to Tennessee at like 11 at night to our hotel. Luckily, we saved an hour on the drive because her dad works in Murfreesboro, so we just went there instead of going all the way to their house. So hour less of the drive, which was awesome because I was hurt. The reason we went there is because he was a back specialist and he could get me in super quick. So instead of me having to wait for like all the MRI stuff, like he got me in right away. So at 6 in the morning, we went to his office, and he already had a nurse on staff. He had the X-ray machine like ready for me to go. So we get in there. I go through the X-rays. Don't see anything crazy. He gives me a steroid injection into my L.
The real reason Nick faked all of this injury,
Yes.
right there.
Yes. So, anyways, we are at this point. We're in the nurse's office. They're checking me out. He had to run me through some tests. Yeah.
Checking him out.
Yeah. The old touch and pray.
Got a
But
colonoscopy while he was there.
yeah, everything.
Yeah. I want the works.
Teeth cleaning. So we go in there, and he starts running me through some tests, and he doesn't like the results of the test because I can't pick up like either of my legs. Like I'm in so much pain. Bree's having to take my socks and shoes off, like because I literally can't bend at all. Like I can't. So we're going through there, and he gives me a steroid injection into my what he thinks is the target area is my L4 and L5 range. So he gives me an injection, and I can feel. I don't know if you guys ever had a needle in your spine.
Nope.
Okay.
Can't say I've had.
No, thank you.
You can feel. I could feel him touching the joints.
Oh no! Don't like that.
So I could feel him. He basically was like trying to like move the needle around to find the spot, and I'm like, okay, I think you're there. And he started doing the injection, and dude, that just like I could feel it like just hitting that area. But what I found out later was it wasn't the actual area. It basically just not his fault. It was just weird because we were basically just guessing without the MRI. But I was like pointing to the pain spots with my hand, telling him where it was. But he gave that injection, and like he's like, all right, wait here for 30 minutes because normally it takes like 5-10 minutes to kick in, then we'll go and run through some more tests. I had no relief at all. It was still super painful. I was in so much pain.
Nick's like, hey, come back in here. Let's try up here on this bicep.
Yeah.
Let's try over here. Let's get this quad here.
Yeah.
Let's just start trying some more steroids, seeing where it takes.
Yeah. So anyways, he's like, okay. He's like, I'm going to schedule an MRI as fast as I can. So we scheduled the MRI. It's for like 3:30 in the afternoon, as fast as he can get. So I'm like, okay. So we basically just go to Bree's grandma's house, and I literally just lay in the bed the whole time while Bree's talking to her grandma. And then 3:30 comes around. We go to an MRI. I've never had an MRI before. I don't know if you guys have. Never had one before, so I didn't know what to expect. So I'm laying in this like bed, but there's like it's like right over my face, and there's almost pretty much my whole body's in there, and they're running through these tests, and it's super loud and annoying because it's just constant like beeping in there.
They didn't give you headphones or anything?
They gave me earplugs, but they helped nothing. So it was just constant loud beeping and stuff like that. And they went through and they gave me the MRI, and then immediately left that place and went back to the doctor's office, where Bree's dad already had like the test results he was looking at and stuff like that. And what they actually found, it was my SI joint that was really causing the problem. And that first injection he did, and in the doctor's words, basically it pissed off my joint because it wasn't the actual like right spot. So it basically just super irritated the actual problem, which was my SI joint. So he gives me an injection in my SI joint, instant relief. I'm like, I can bend a little bit. Like, I could actually sit. We actually went to dinner after. So I was like, oh my God, this is fantastic.
Well, once again, Jesus over here.
It was.
Miraculous cures all the time.
Turn water into wine.
Yeah,
and put
right.
steroids in my back. So
Drugs are a miracle thing.
it was. So I'm like, this is fantastic. And he's like, you're going to be extremely sore. So he's like, just make sure you go home, like relax, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm basically going to be going home and can't do anything for a few weeks. So we leave that next day and we start driving home and I'm doing okay. Like we're stopping every once in a while so I can kind of move, stay loose. We get to pick up our dog and our dog is so excited. She accidentally basically makes me fall. She trips me. So I fall and I basically re-injured everything that just happened. I'm right back in the same point. And I knew it when it happened, but we were 30 minutes away from home because our dog was at the vet. And like I knew on the way home because I was immediately right back to back pain. I'm like, man, this is not good. So we get there and basically get back home and I'm laying down and just going through everything. I'm basically taking all these pain pills, stuff like that to help ease the pain. I'm going back to the chiropractor and stuff like that, and he's like popped me back into place on the Wednesday. So, or not Wednesday, on that Thursday, I'm off the whole week. I'm laying on the floor. Bree comes home for lunch because she's basically taking care of me. I can't even like get up to go to the bathroom on my own. Like that's how bad it was. I'm not kidding you.
Nick's just laying on the floor in a puddle of his own urine.
No, I did not. I did not do that.
Get up.
But like Bree
Urine
literally had to
feces.
like, dude, I couldn't even wipe. Like,
Where-
it
Oh
was-
my no.
No.
I was in that much pain. And
Bree
couldn't-
wiped for you?
No, so that was the other thing.
You just
didn't
went,
wipe?
You went
No.
unwiped?
No, I was in so much pain.
That's what the dog was there for.
I was in. So this may sound weird, but
No, we'll wait for the weird part, Nick.
And then
So-
that's when you wish you had a bidet. You're welcome.
that is true. That's actually a pretty good point. I should have went over and borrowed yours. I was
Yeah,
in,
go downstairs.
I was in so much pain that I couldn't even sit on the toilet, and like
So what
to
did you-
generate the poop, you have to use a lot of your like
Muscles, yes.
muscles.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I literally couldn't even go. Like I was so backed up after that. Like I couldn't. Oh, trust me. Once I got relief, it was like I was going constantly. But no, I couldn't even do that because it was so much pain. So they finally, I keep going to the chiropractor. They keep giving me these steroid stuff, and eventually I'm getting better. I'm still like to this day I'm better. Still got some pain, and I can't do anything until like June 1st. So I'm basically just sitting, laying down. I finally got to where I can do some chores. Like I can't mow my yard yet, which is frustrating. I have to have my family come over and mow. But yeah, so that's basically where I'm
You gotta
at.
push more. Just tie the dog to the front of it.
Tie the dog. My
Let
dog
her
wants
go
to
wherever
eat the
she wants to
tire.
go. That
Anytime
could
I-
be bad whenever the lawnmower's running.
Yeah. Anytime I tried to mow with my dog out in the yard, she'd just try to eat the mower, and I'm like, stop it.
Well, Nick, we're glad that you're healthy and fixed now. And
Healthy is very loose too.
the next time that
That's true.
the next time that you want to go on vacation, you got a convenient injury already in the pocket. So
That's true. So, but yeah,
Nick
I
just
do not-
runs and Nick's like, oh, you know what? I ran out of vacation days, but I really want to go on a trip. Runs and just throws himself into a door. My back.
my back. No, it was brutal. I do not recommend.
Thank you, Nick. I would not
Yeah.
recommend
0 out of
getting a
5
back
stars.
injury. Yeah.
0 out of 100 stars. Negative. 0.
-0.
Yes.
Yep. There we are.
Meth.
Yep.
Not math.
Didn't you have a meth head last night at your house?
No, that was like a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said just a few days ago.
I
I didn't.
was working at like 3 a.m. and
As regular people do.
If there's a meth head out here, I shoot him.
no, but my street's famous for meth heads.
Famous, like.
Well,
that's-
I mean it is. So
we'll have to update the tourism map.
yeah. Come look at Susie. But,
Tweaker Tom.
yeah,
Susie does seem like a meth head name, though.
Tweaker
Well,
Tom definitely seems like a meth
No,
head.
Tinker Tom
because the
definitely is.
tweaker part. If you put tweaker in front of anyone's name.
Oh, I thought you said Tinker.
No, Tweaker
Tweaker.
Tom.
Tinker
Yeah.
Tom.
So.
Anyway.
But yeah, so anyways, I'm trying to work at 3 a.m. and peaceful.
Yeah, like a
and
normal
the-
person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
quiet. And this stupid Susie lady just comes walking down the street screaming Bloody Mary. And I'm like,
Bloody
I'm
Mary?
trying to work.
Not Bloody Murder, Bloody Mary.
Again, let's reiterate this: 3 in the morning, not 3 in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
3 in the morning. I'm trying to work. and there's just the lady just screaming stupid nonsense. So I literally cracked the window and I yelled, "Shut up, you stupid crack." Nice
Beep.
word. Yeah, beep.
You can say the word and beep it out later. Now we don't know what the word was.
It's a lot of editing. But anyways, so I yell at her.
It's a lot easier this way.
It's a lot easier this way.
So
So I
that
just
word start with a W.
yes, and ends with an E.
V
5 letters.
V should be perplexed by this one.
Plural.
He would not know that word starts with a W.
Thought that started with an H. But he wasn't listening to this podcast anyway, so he
I
won't even
know.
know. So but yeah, so I yell that and I immediately call the cops because I'm like, I'm trying to work. There's
Yell at a
lady.
crackhead and then immediately call the police on them
Yeah, I'm
at 3 in the
normal.
morning like a total normal person.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to confront her, but no, I would confront her. But yeah, so I called the cops. I'm not dealing with that. I'm trying
So
to
you
work
called
on
Ben?
spreadsheets. I don't think it was Ben that was working that night.
Oh.
But I have texted Ben and just been like, "Hey, come help." And he comes fast.
Yes, he's a police officer. That's what he's supposed to do when someone goes, "Hey, come help." He's supposed to come quickly. He's not like, "Oh, hold on, I'm out running errands. I'll stop by whenever I get a chance."
I gotta finish this coffee first.
Yeah. I don't know. Donuts are doing pretty good right now. They're hitting the spot.
I will say donuts and coffee. Ooh, they just hit good.
I'm not a big donut fan. Donuts don't make me go nuts.
Anyways,
You
let's move
don't
on
you
in the
like
agenda
donuts?
here.
What?
Why don't you like donuts?
I don't know. I just don't like them.
I don't like that.
Let's move on in the agenda here.
I don't like that. Next we're gonna do is the lip ring game. So Nick has kind of proposed this, and so he brought his Beat headphones for us, one of us to wear.
At
And
max volume.
no, we're not doing max volume.
You have to, or you'll ruin the whole thing.
I'm not letting Nick pick a song for anything
No,
that I
he's
put in
not.
my head.
Mm-mm.
I have my own headphones. I'm good for mine. They're noise canceling too.
All right, then you have your Boz headphones. Is that
Yeah,
what they are?
yeah, they're right over there.
All right, I'll borrow yours because I don't trust him either.
No, because he's gonna put screamo music on in your ears.
And turn it up to.
That's what he
100.
does at the gym.
Yeah.
He took his headphones off one time to talk to me.
It's called therapy.
I had my headphones in my ears and I could hear the noise coming out of his headphones, and he was just screaming.
Some people like to go to the gym and forget life.
That's not forgetting life. That's forgetting humanity.
Well,
But so one of us will have him on while another person draws. I have a little container here with I think I had about 50 of these just pre.
So, is this a competition or is this just?
it's just a game.
Just for, game,
Okay.
just for
Okay.
fun.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
no
just- I'm
competition.
asking.
Well, I really didn't know honestly how to make it a competition.
Yeah. No.
So-
I'm trying to fit. I just want to make sure that I'm not.
No.
Nick and I have a competition going on. I don't want to.
No,
You
that's
know.
for the next episode. You'll have competitions next episode.
Yep. And I already know what it is.
All right. I'm gonna grab those headphones.
Yeah, you go grab the headphones, Nick. You want to start with putting your headphones on first,
Why, sure, my friend.
and I can be the mouther since Griff's going off. And let me see. Go through my little pile here, try and figure out which one.
You gotta tell me
I'm
if
not
you
looking. I'm just grabbing at random.
Can, you gotta tell me if you can hear the music.
Am I going?
No, or he's gonna go first.
All right. I'm playing music. Can you hear it?
We can actually hear a little bit.
I
What
can't
is
hear.
it?
I can't hear the music, but I can hear
can't hear
Nick. I can hear Nick talking louder because he's. Can't.
Can you hear us at all?
What?
Okay,
I
so
can't hear anything you guys
okay,
are saying.
good. So we're good. All right. So we're ready for this, Griff. Yeah, we can definitely hear his music.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, here we go.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
A penny for your thoughts.
Nope. This is gonna be bad.
It looks like you said.
He's gonna have to edit this. This is
Looks
gonna
like
be
you said.
bad.
It looks like you said I want chicken for dessert.
What?
A penny for your thoughts.
41 years old.
What?
A penny for your thoughts.
Say that again.
A penny for your thoughts.
Please give me pennies for your Jobs.
Oh,
Okay, all right. He made some progress.
All right.
He got past the word that I thought we were going to have to edit.
I figure we'll give 3 chances.
I have
Yeah,
no
For
clue
3
what you
chances.
said.
A penny for your thoughts.
Oh.
You were close.
Oh,
Yeah, you got penny. I thought that was going to be the word we were going to have to edit out. When we went back through this, I was like, he's not going to get that one, and we're going to have to edit this.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. We'll do 3 guesses and move on. Griff, you want to go and let Nick be your mouther?
Yeah.
Yes. Let me mouth to use sentences.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Get a good one.
This is a tongue twister.
Can you even read it?
It's a tongue twister.
Oh my goodness. You can handle this, Veach.
Just find a song.
Yeah, just find
You
a
don't have to
song.
enjoy it.
No.
Can you hear me?
Hold on. I can't still. Hold on. I gotta wait for the music to kick in.
Why does it have to kick in?
Can you hear me? Okay.
He just shook his head no as he
Yeah.
said, can you hear
Can
me?
you hear me? You look overweight. Okay. All right. The word is roller coaster.
The last word looked like foreclosure.
Close.
Oh, yeah.
Close. Close.
Roller coaster.
On a roller coaster.
Yep.
Is
You got it.
Is it?
Yeah.
It was roller coaster, but you got the on. Somehow you got on a roller coaster.
It seemed like you were saying something ahead of
Just
it.
don't play me anything ridiculous.
No. I
Please-
got.
please play him
I
something
got
ridiculous.
Better Man by Pearl Jam.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
loud enough that it'll max out the sound.
You can pick out
Hold
a
on.
song for Shay.
I'm gonna turn down
Your
the volume.
word.
You tell me whenever it's good for you.
All right. These are really noise canceling. Holy shnikes.
These silver.
Can you hear us?
Oh shoot!
Talk to me.
Can you hear us?
You're
A little bit more.
horrible at basketball.
right.
Okay.
This is fun.
This
This
is
is
not a
fun.
good song, but
What? You don't like Pearl Jam?
did you do it?
I forgot he can't respond. No. This is it. This is the one.
Good.
All in a day's work.
Oh no. Did you all these nuts?
Nope. You got one of the words, and these nuts were not either of them.
He can't hear you.
I know. Dang it! I actually don't know that.
Did you do it again?
No. All in a day's work.
I don't. Do these nuts work?
He's really stuck on these nuts. Okay, one more time. All in a day's work. Why am I leaning into the microphone more? He can't hear me better.
Oh, all these work.
Oh my god.
I got it, didn't I?
All in a day's work.
Oh,
Not these nuts in any way, shape or form.
Oh my god. All these nuts.
You printed off the words. Did you print off these nuts in any of those?
I didn't pay attention. I just made. I thought it'd be fair. I didn't want to. I
That's
didn't want
fair.
to look at
That's
them.
fair.
So I just found a list of them and copied and pasted into, and then just started cutting them out and just. And honestly, I did this like 3 or 4.
Oh,
Yeah, we
that's
had this
true.
prepared like weeks ago.
So I've forgotten everything.
All right.
Those are really good, by the way.
I know.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
I like those
Use them on
headphones.
mowers and everything.
Yeah, I may have to get some.
All right.
If you guys,
Amazon Prime Day sales. Get them on that.
how much were they on Prime?
150 on Amazon
Okay,
Prime
but still,
sales.
that's not terrible.
Usually like 270.
You can
Yeah.
get them at Walmart self checkout for half that.
No, less than half of that.
Yeah, that's true.
None of that.
Price of an
What?
apple.
Run across the scale.
No, you want banana.
We have
Oh,
2
that's true.
potatoes here. Nothing to see.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
I can hear it beating over there.
Don't cry over spilled milk.
Oh
The-
god.
Goats out of milk.
Okay, all right,
we're
all
getting
right,
there.
all
We're
right.
getting there.
Am I close?
Close.
Why is he asking questions? He can't hear us.
Yes.
Looks like an immigrant in the DMV over there. Look at him. He just got his head. no idea what's going on around him.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm just listening to rap.
Don't cry over spilled milk.
Can you use that in a sentence? All right, try it again.
Don't cry over spilled milk.
Goat's gonna steal your milk.
Okay, well, he's really attached to the goat part of that. He's not moving on from that.
D's and goat.
Yeah, D's
Sometimes
and-
you just hook on to something. You
These
can't let
nuts
go.
and goats are the ones we're hanging on to here.
Don't cry over spilled milk.
He's looking around like nothing. He has no idea
Goats
what's going on in the
trying-
world around him.
There.
Did I get it right? Don't cry over I was close.
You just kept putting goat in there.
I thought that's what I thought he was saying.
Well,
You got milk. You nailed milk right off the get-go.
he has goat. I got D's.
You kept saying
You just got so
nuts.
attached to goat, you were just going with it.
It's your
Oh,
turn.
it's my turn.
Yeah,
My
it's your turn. Here you go, Nick.
Oh, sweet. Ready?
Can you hear?
Can you hear?
Hit a louder part of the song. Jeez. All right. I cannot hear you.
Okay. Your house is poor. All right, I'm starting now. Jelly bean.
Why does he get the easy ones?
Gentlemen.
Close.
Close. Jelly bean. Jelly bean.
Nick just tried to
kiss of
voice
death.
like a, one more time.
Jelly bean.
She loves me.
does
She was
not.
pretty close.
How was it close?
That was close. She loves me at the end. That's close. Jelly bean.
Jelly bean.
Oh, okay.
Give him here.
So it was in a really quiet part of the song, and I was like, I gotta turn it up. And then all of a sudden, it like kicked and went to like a really loud part of the song. I was like, oh my god. You good?
Battery 12 hours.
Oh, it restarted.
I like how you keep asking him questions he can't hear.
Well,
he said have music
he will
playing, so I
answer if he
I
can hear.
I can somewhat hear. This is great podcasting. You're trying to find a song.
Thanks,
Yes.
man.
You're being very particular. I just clicked the first song that popped up.
Well, that's the difference between you and I.
Mm-hmm.
I have standards.
Well.
I have a playlist.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I can't hear it now.
Can you hear us?
No, he
Take
cannot.
that
I don't
silence
know
as
this
a-
song.
Believe me, I have control of
And
the
I
volume
can't hear,
over here.
so we're good.
Yeah, he can't hear anything.
All right. Here we go.
Superhero.
What?
Whatever you think it was, that's what it was. Just say it.
I can't say it. He's gonna beat me.
Say it.
What?
You stupid C word.
Whoa! Holy smokes!
Went dark.
Well, you're the one who said it.
He made this list. He made this list.
All right, try it again. Try it again.
I just like whoever has the headphones on. Like we're laughing because we can hear each other, and they're just like going head side to side like they're watching a tennis match. They have no idea what's going on.
Poor Shade's just sitting there in the dark. All right, say it again.
Superhero.
Oh, is it superhero?
There we go. Hold on.
I'm not gonna lie. The second time through, I thought you said stupid W, but I got it now. We're good.
Good. Jeez. Okay.
All right. I think that's enough for
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
We can do it again later, another time.
I gotta turn off my headphones so my battery lives. That was fun. These nuts was hilarious.
Shay just immediately goes, I can't say that. I was like, I said superhero. You dumb C word. Shay just wants to get some aggression out.
I'm just reading lips.
Just wants to get through some things here.
Oh my goodness.
All right. The next topic of discussion is that I've come up with is talking about different crazy mascots that there are that exist. And so, because I already knew a lot of local, like high school crazy mascots.
Yeah.
But I was like, I wonder what there are around the country. So I'll start off with, I have two favorites of mine The first one was the Centralia Orphans.
It's a good, strong name. Mm-hmm. Those kids are going to have to endure.
Yeah. And the girls are called Orphan Annies.
They're not going to be coddled.
Lord.
I found the history, but I'd done this so long ago I can't remember what it was. I didn't write it down either because it's pretty close to where I am down south. But yeah, they were the orphans and the Orphan Annies. And then my other favorite, and I'll let you guys, if you want to share one or two, you can, is the Freeburg Midgets.
Yep. So there's the Freeburg.
I don't like that one.
Nick's head snapped up. The mention of midgets, he was like, "Oh, he was looking at me."
And if you look at their mascot too, it's like a guy in boxing gloves, like doing the Super Mario jump.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the funniest thing.
So then there's also I forget the name of the town, but there's one that's the wooden shoes.
Teutopolis.
Teutopolis is the wooden shoes, and then New Berlin is the pretzels.
Then you have the Cobden Apple Knockers.
Apple knockers,
Because they have
like the Knickerbockers.
No. No.
There's the Archie the Antichoke from Scottsdale Community College.
Artichoke or antichoke? That's
Whatever.
an artichoke, Nick.
That's what I said.
You said antichoke.
Anti-Arta.
It's Artichoke. Scottsdale's Community College Artichokes.
Yeah.
What about Sammy the Slug?
Oh, that one's...
That is California Santa Cruz banana slugs.
Yeah, that one's creepy.
You have the Paper Maker machine mascot for the Camas High School in Washington.
The paper maker
The
machine.
paper maker. Mm-hmm. They really leaned into that.
But they use a lot of paper.
You also have Scrody. He is the Rhode Island School of Design NADS.
What?
Yeah.
Nads?
Yep.
Like gonads.
Yep. Uh-huh.
The more you know.
D3 Williams College is the Purple Cows.
I like me a good cow.
The Purple Cows?
The Purple Cows.
Do you have a backstory on that?
I'm sure I can find one.
The Illinois College is the Blue Boys and Lady Blues. The men of Illinois have been called the Blue Boys since the Civil War, when many of them put their education on hold to fight, and the women were likewise later called Lady Blues.
Yeah, no, I have no history for the Purple Cows.
I'm kind of now I need to know about the history of the Purple Cows.
Delta State University has a Division II football team, and they are the Delta State University Fighting Okra.
Okra. Okay.
It is exactly what it sounds like. Their mascot is a picture of a piece of okra with boxing gloves.
You have the Hoopeston Area High School Corn Jerkers. It refers to the laborers who jerked corn from the stalk before machines were made. Made them obsolete, so they had the corn jerkers.
That whole union's like, no, don't get rid of our jobs. And they're like, we can do it like so much faster, like so much cheaper.
I googled
get it.
I googled purple cow, and that's all I googled.
There is a book written by Seth Godin about that. So
Yes.
yeah.
That's actually the one.
Yeah. It's a marketing book.
Yep.
That's what he says. He says it like instead of trying to make your company bigger and bigger, make it like the purple cow, make it the one that stands out, rather than just trying to make it bigger. You have the Campbell University Fighting Camels, and the Camels' mascot name is Gaylord.
I like that.
That's offensive.
So there's that.
I have the Yuma High School Criminals.
They're really
Crowville
setting them up for
Warriors.
success.
It's,
I mean, you got Blackburn, the Battling Beavers.
I do hate that one.
from 1910 to 1912, Yuma students attended classes in the cell block areas of an abandoned prison, so that's why they got called the Criminals.
That's actually a pretty cool one.
I wonder how much your tuition is if you're going to prison or you're going to an old abandoned prison for school.
I don't hate it.
I would do it.
I'm going the budget route, like the really budget route. I'm just going to get arrested.
Bet their noon detentions are pretty crazy there. Going to cell block C.
Isolation.
Fine.
They just forget someone there.
Yeah.
You have the Water Smeet Nimrods.
I have heard the Nimrods before.
Have you?
Yep.
It's evidently from, because in Genesis 10:8 it is said that Nimrod was a mighty warrior or hunter on earth. So, and hunting is a big deal in Michigan's Upper Peninsula.
That one has not survived translation
No,
going forward.
not well.
I would not call someone a Nimrod if I want them to know that they're a mighty warrior.
No, not
I would
really.
take offense to that.
I also, this isn't necessarily a mascot, but I went to a Blackburn game. We went to one this year as a high school team, and they played the Mississippi State University College for Women.
Boy, the men's team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. They are. Yep.
It's like
They're
a
new.
double
They're new to the
entendre.
conference because Fontbonne and McMurray closed. So.
Oh, yeah, I forgot McMurray closed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when we were told that, I'm like, wait, they're going to be playing women? Like, no, there's men.
Yeah.
Men have been and were allowed to be admitted since I think 1992 or something like that.
What man went and fought for that right? You have how many colleges in Mississippi, and they're like, no, I am going to go to the Mississippi College for Women.
And I appreciate they did not change the name either. No, we're going to keep it that name.
A little
even though-
misleading.
Nick's going there, he's like, came here for a date. Seems like an awful lot of dudes.
Yeah,
This is not what I signed up for.
not the women I pictured.
Thought this was going to be one of those National Lampoon's movies. Instead, there's dudes here. This is
This is not good. All right.
Is that a big bird out there? We're
I-
looking at Griff's. We're in Griff's house today, podcasting.
talking about the one with the red wings.
Yeah, the only bird out there.
Nick, there's more than one bird out there. It's a giant field.
I see the blackbird
There are
with.
birds flying, and then there's a bird in the puddle.
Okay, the bird in our clear picture view.
Okay, for my picture of you is right here.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, okay.
picture of you.
Shake us look at the side of my garage.
Yeah.
Well, he's got this big, long, freaking.
That is
swear.
a drainage tile.
We see
Yeah.
a coyote out there. I'm grabbing your gun and going for it.
Live on the podcast.
Live on the podcast.
And the podcast title will
I
be
should've
"We
brought it.
Murdered Someone."
No.
It's not true, or it's not true.
It's not true.
Can you not get us arrested?
Sorry,
See, he's going to edit that out because he said that.
Yeah,
he won't edit
he
that out
probably
if we
will.
said that.
I won't edit.
He's going to
anything.
leave in this discussion after he edited
Yes,
out
and
that
make
part.
us sound like an idiot.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Shane and John tried to commit a murder.
He's going to
And
edit
he's gonna
that
leave
out
that
too.
No, he's going to leave that in because he said we committed a murder.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with it. I was
This
an
isn't-
innocent bystander.
You've been a cop. You know this is not how it works.
All
He
right.
said, she said.
I have a historical fun fact for you.
Okay.
So in the Salem witch trials, do you know the way they executed the said witches?
Didn't they like put them into a burning pot?
They'd drown him. They'd burn him at the stake.
That's a misconception, actually. That's
Oh.
what I was getting at. Yeah.
That's disappointing.
So that was actually in England where they burned them at the stake when they thought they were witches. In Salem, almost all of them were hanged.
Oh. I know that they used to like tie rocks to them and throw them in the water and stuff.
That was England.
Yeah.
Do you actually think witches are real?
Before I get to you. So
That's what Jamie woke me up at 4 a.m. one time. He's just standing at the side of my bed staring at me. I wake up and I'm like, "What's going on, buddy?" He's like, "Are pirates real?" I was like,
I
was like-
agree.
I was
This
like,
is our
yes.
toddler.
I was like, pirates are real, but not like what you think about in like movies. They don't look like that anymore. They don't like wooden ships and the big skull and crossbone flags. And then the next day, Kristen's like, "Well, that was a terrible response to give him. Pirates are real. They still do this and that." And I was like, "Kristen, it's 4 a.m. I just woke up. I was not ready to have a debate about pirates."
That's what I'm gonna do to Brie every morning. Now I'm just gonna like,
sit there next to her face, just waiting for her.
yeah, wait for her to wake up.
Did you know that genetically this species of cow has gone extinct? Fun fact.
Do you know there's men going to the woman college?
it's gonna be a fun fact for like 2 weeks.
Anyway, 20 of them were hanged for being a witch. There's only one guy that was actually not hanged. He was squished to death.
How do you
With
get
what?
squished?
Rock, like boulders. They'd ask him, "Are you a witch?" They put a boulder on him, and he would not respond. And then they're like, "Are you a witch?" And they just keep stacking like rocks on top of him. Evidently, supposedly his last words were, "Add more weight."
So
I love it.
I'm just gonna go out and say, like, if your only way of finding out if someone is a witch is just asking them, and then you're already convinced they are a witch, I'm pretty sure they're just like, "Are you a witch?" And they go, "No," and they're like, "Liar!"
No,
Brick.
That's literally so. During the witch trials, they
It's communist.
Like, what are they supposed to say?
over 100 people in that year got accused of being witches. 20 of them got executed. So if you said yes, I'm a witch, they wouldn't execute you. But if you said no, you're not a witch, if you're accused of being a witch, they would hang you. or
So
hang,
what they
hang-
do with
get
the
you
ones
hanged.
that
I learned
said
that in
yes?
school. That's reverse
So
psychology.
if you say yes, you're a witch, you have to repent of being a witch, so you can't be a witch anymore. And then you
Probably weren't to start with, but
and then you would have to identify other witches that you're working with.
that kind of sounds like the
Snitches get stitches.
kind of sounds like what the U.S. Congress did in the 1950s.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, that's what they literally equate it to. That's what a lot of times when you do like in history classes, we'll compare it to the Salem witch trials.
Huh.
But they would use different things to convict you. So, like, if you have warts or birthmark on you and everything, they would say that's where the devil had touched you or the devil's mark on you. It could also, another thing it could be, they would have you recite the Lord's Prayer, and the girls who had accused you of being a witch would then, when you started reciting the Lord's Prayer, would start wreathing around in pain and saying that you were bewitching them at that time. They would also, like, if anything misfortune happened, they could say, "Oh yeah, that was because Nick did that to me," and so
Well, see,
Dang me.
that's still a valid excuse in 2024.
it's true.
But I feel like I can relate to these witches because in our group chat, this is the type of judicial system that I consistently have to deal with.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Please elaborate.
Yeah.
With
The
words.
judicial system established in our group chat is bogus and
Majority
rigged.
rules.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
We're
Is
democracy.
bogus and rigged. What?
Majority rules. Majority rules. We're democracy here.
That's true.
No, because
There's
you
three
can't
of
just
us.
say majority rules. You still have to have logic behind the majority.
No, majority rules.
No, that's how you
how it
get
goes.
mob mentality and murder people. That's
Shay
how the
and I-
Salem witch trials happened.
Shay and I
so
agree,
I
that's
can
majority.
relate. I can relate. That's how the Salem witch trials happened. But they had a
No, you
majority
sound like
too.
a victim.
Uh
Playing the
Also-
victim card.
Who are those people in that picture?
huh. My great 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 grandparents.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
No,
I feel like he's
Nick.
messing with
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
It's not.
Now we can go back to your discussion. Your original question,
I
now that I'm
remember.
done with my points.
What was his original discussion?
He wanted to know if do you think witches are real?
Oh yeah, do you?
No.
So
I agree.
people who actually still like study witchcraft and stuff like that.
Oh, I don't disagree that people think they are.
I mean, I've seen
I
Harry
just
Potter.
disagree that they have power to
Well-
actually do
well,
something.
no.
So I don't disagree that people identify as a witch.
I'm just saying the people who identify as witch, they don't say they have powers either, though. It's like a religion to them.
I know some people
So,
are some real witches.
Like the supposed like spells that they cast are not spells, like more like prayers.
But then they curse people.
They may do that too. I don't know.
Hey, I told you guys yesterday I went on that one EMS call and that one lady was like, I put a hex on you.
And then you broke your back.
And then I broke my back. So
Here we are.
Okay, hold on. So we need to get this lady on the podcast.
all coming full circle. I don't think she'd want to see us.
Shay, for the next podcast, can you please find us an actual witch?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Don't bring him to my house, though.
Probably to gotowitch.com or something like that.
It's one of those things with ghosts. Like, I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm also not going to, like, tempt fate here and be, like, outwardly,
I've seen a ghost.
I have too. I've seen you in a cutoff.
That's mean.
Wow.
I've actually seen a real ghost.
That
I
was
went to a
mean.
haunted house before.
Oh, sorry, that's where we
What?
draw the line, apparently.
I went to a haunted house and I saw a ghost. I also saw Freddy Krueger Scream.
Oh my gosh. He's just naming all the characters that
It
you
was
saw
just
there.
a guy with the big white blanket over his face. That sounds bad.
Anyways,
That's it. Yeah.
do you have anything else we need to talk about today?
I'll just do this one real quick. I'll give you the Pinocchio paradox. Have you heard that before?
No.
Have you heard about the Pinocchio paradox?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So let's say, for instance, I'm Pinocchio.
Okay.
Okay.
that
And what
where
is
your
when
nose
when I
gets
lie? What happens?
Your nose gets bigger.
Very good, Nick. So, if I say the statement, "My nose will grow right now," will it?
I feel like that's a trick question. Yes.
But then I'm not lying. So why would it grow?
Dang it.
Because whenever your nose doesn't grow, you made it a lie, so then your nose would grow. After you've said it and then it didn't happen, then
I lied.
it becomes a lie.
And then it
then it grows.
But then I didn't lie.
But you lied at the time. It's not about. the
I'm
action
watching his
deal.
nose. It's
Because
not growing.
so let's say Pinocchio said, like, I own a Porsche, right? Doesn't own a Porsche at that time. Owns a Porsche 2 years later.
Still a lie.
It's the time frame that does it. No, because at the
But it was
time,
still a lie.
his nose his nose did not grow at
it-
the time that statement was made.
But it was still a lie at the time of the statement.
Technically, it was a hope for an action.
But it's a lie.
I have a kid.
Lie's a lie. Now you sound like a politician. Lies are lies.
Okay, but so how am I wrong then?
'Cause you
That's
don't
why
have
it's
it
a
at the-
paradox. There's no right answer.
No, that's not true. There is a right answer.
There's not a
It's
right
about
answer.
timing.
How?
At the time that he says it,
It's a
and
lie.
then his nose, the second that he finishes that sentence and his nose does not grow, then
it's
it becomes
true.
a lie. But then it becomes true afterwards, but he's already told the lie then.
So does his nose like go back to normal?
I don't know. I haven't watched Pinocchio in a long time. No, it makes his nose go back. Just telling
It's
the truth
telling
make his
truth.
nose go back?
Yeah.
Well, then technically his nose would grow, but then it would also go back because he didn't say anything about it not going back.
That's where I stand at it. I say it grows and then it goes back. But people are like, no.
Well,
That's
it
why
has
it's a
to be
paradigm.
because it can only the truth only exists at that current second. The truth doesn't always have to be the truth about it. The truth is time sensitive.
I did say one time I was gonna get a bed. I got a bed.
Took him 10 years.
What?
Surrounded by mousetraps.
That's true.
Anyways,
That's it. We're good.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe.
We need more Instagram followers.
yes,
Yeah,
follow us on Instagram at It's a Work Thing. Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead. You got this. You're doing great.
It's a Work Thing podcast at Instagram or on Instagram.
At Instagram.
Also,
Make sure you
we're
type at Instagram
we're
into
recording.
the Instagram search
We're
bar.
recording this on a tragedy. Today is Sinkhole de Mayo, so
We are recording on.
it is. People lost their lives and celebrated margaritas. So,
That's why the margarita bowls are so deep.
yep,
Yeah.
it's an honor of the sinks. All right,
Honor the whole.
all right. Cheerio.